My name is Greg Bunten. I'm the Director of Terminal Operations for the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. I'm often referred to as the mayor of the terminal. It's my job to know everything that's going on in the building and stay on top of it. So the building's about 30 years old, and with any older structure, the mechanics of it start failing. So we took a hard look a few years ago and said, what's the most important that we need to replace? Our bag belt system here in the baggage claim area was failing. It was no longer possible to get parts to do repairs. So we did a complete replacement with a new bag belt system and new terrazzo, new lighting, things to make it more pleasing for the customer and to provide better service for our customers. A world-class experience for our customer is just a seamless check-in, get screened, get to their gate, fly out, enjoy their vacation, and return back to us safely. But part of that is providing the amenities that the customers are looking for. And in this case, we're talking about restroom facilities, having convenient restrooms, no doors to touch when you walk into them, touchless faucets, paper towel dispensers, soap dispensers, those types of items. And then providing all the other amenities that a customer looks for when they're traveling through an airport. I think COVID was an awakening for all of us about what the needs were in a restroom facility. We had pump dispensers for soap prior to COVID, and then after COVID we started replacing those with touchless units, and unfortunately it was just mounting them on the mirror because we couldn't get the other units that we needed. But that's worked for now, and now that we're building these new restrooms and refurbishing the other restrooms, we're able to put the touchless faucets and touchless soap dispensers directly on the sink. It's a little of both. Public health because of COVID and other things that are out there that are contagious diseases that simple things like hand washing will take care of. But then it's a convenience for the customer as well. They can walk in, I hate to say it, someone will have their bags slung on their shoulder, and being able just to reach under, get the soap, wash your hands and walk out without having to set things down and use your free hand to pump a soap dispenser. It's just a convenience. Having a good partnership with our janitorial team. So we contract our janitorial out, and having a good on-site manager who's engaged and leadership that takes care of, make sure that they get serviced every couple of hours on heavy traffic days, like let's just use Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby, I bring extra staff in because all the facilities get used at a greater frequency than they do on a normal day. So we have extra people just emptying trash or servicing restrooms, those types of things. I hate walking in a restroom and seeing an overflowing trash can. So making sure the trash gets emptied. I don't like debris on the floor. Making sure the toilet paper dispensers are completely full. Soap dispensers. We went to I think you and I have discussed, we went to the Toto system here. So we have a reservoir that pumps the soap out to the individual sinks. That has greatly helped with complaints of being out of soap in an individual restroom. It's the customer experience. I can't tell you the number of complaints we get when soap dispensers would be out and say, oh, I can't even wash my hands because the soap dispenser's out. So going to a system that automatically feeds it and has a reservoir that continuously supplies soap to the individual restrooms, it's greatly enhanced that, and I've had no complaints since we put it in. Yeah. Well, I identified what my concerns were and what my needs were, and then the design team that we work with out of Minneapolis came back with several products for me to look at and to try, and then we decided on, as a team, on the Toto system would work best for us and our needs here. And I think I shared a story with you that the urinals, I hate dirty urinals because they smell. I had the design team bring actual urinals out here for me to look at before we ever made the decision on which one to go with. I talk about my pet peeves. Trash on the restroom bath floors, dirty urinals. if you walk in a restroom and you smell something, 9 times out of 10 is a urinal in a men's restroom. So I will take pictures of dirty urinals and send it to the team, and they hate it. It's so easy to try to cut corners to save money, but if you cut corners and you sacrifice quality for that, then it doesn't benefit anyone, especially our customers. And keeping our customers coming back, I hate to say if there's other airports within driving distance, so if we can provide a clean, safe environment and the flights and the activities that the customers want, then we keep them coming back to us, which benefits everyone, our community and the staff here at the airport. Let's just use paper towel dispensers for an example. It would have been so much more cost effective in the long run to go with a blade hand drying system, but I just don't think they're sanitary, and that's my personal opinion. So I suggested, and the team agreed, that we go with all paper towel dispensers in the new restrooms, just to avoid the blade hand drying systems, because I just didn't feel it was sanitary. They're very intent because it's what the customers want and need right now. So when we start looking at our restroom facilities, we want someone to be able to get in and get out. If you look at the restrooms upstairs, we only have one trash dispenser, and it's all the way at the back of the restroom. So in the new restrooms, we've got 3 different garbage dispensers for the paper towels. So little things like that. I think it's all about pleasing the passenger. You know, they're our bread and butter. There's what keeps us in business, is having the passengers coming through here. So making sure it's convenient for them, that they have a clean facility. Those are the key points. I'm from the airline industry, and if an aircraft is not clean, if they're not taking care of the aircraft cleanliness, what else are they not taking care of? So the same thing here. If we're not taking care of the restrooms and providing a clean facility for the customer, then they could think, well, what else is not being taken care of? If they don't care enough to take care of the customer-facing areas, what are they doing behind the scenes? So over the next 5 years, we are going to be finishing up all the restrooms in the building. We have one under construction right now on the upper level in the ticket hall, and then we have another one to do after Derby, and then we'll have all the restrooms that are landside completed, and then we'll start on the airside restrooms. We're also building another family restroom. We have 2 family restrooms on airside. We're building a 3rd one. So, and then one of the restrooms we're converting from a family restroom to an assist restroom, which will have an adult changing table in it to provide more convenience for our traveling public who need it.